guys, a little update for you guys. Been about a week since the swap. I've driven about 3 or 4 times, and on the second or third drive I noticed something weird was happening, which you guys can see in this clip right now. So in that clip you can see when I'm downshifting, I'm getting some type of like weird rattling. Now the transmission is working fine, nothing weird is happening as far as like actually shifting from the transmission, but we're getting whatever that rattle was, either from the linkage, or I have an idea that it might be something to do with the drive shaft. So we're going to look into it, and I'll fill you guys in this video today. All right guys, so we changed a couple things up. First off, we switched out the drive shaft for the Crossfire one. It's a little bit shorter than the W204, and doesn't sink all the way. It's already covered up now, but on this side where it sinks into the teeth, doesn't go all the way back, but still enough to be fine. And talked to a couple other people that have used it, and same kind of length, and said it holds up fine. And so that might have been a potential issue. Either could have been hitting on the shifter bracket from above, possibly. And the other thing is we added on the exhaust brackets that we didn't have on before. So if it was something to do with the exhaust hitting somewhere, that will hopefully be eliminated. We didn't, since these are longer, the automatic ones, we just put them through on one bolt and should be fine. But if it's, I don't know, if it still keeps happening, then I can drill out the other side and put it through there. But that's about it. We just changed the drive shaft and put the brackets on. Hopefully that'll get rid of that sound that I was getting. So update soon. By the way, I got a collection of parts if you guys want to buy anything. Also got a transmission sitting over there in a bag. Wanted to show you guys, that's the W204 drive shaft we took out. This is what we did. We kind of lopped off the tip of it by probably about 1/4 of an inch, but it was still really tight in there. And I think, I don't know, we'll see. It might have had more so to do with this potentially hitting on the bracket for the shifter. Don't know for sure. We didn't see any really noticeable scuff marks on here, but I guess we'll find out once I drive it. All right, by the way, all the interior is back buttoned up, and one last change. Put the black shift knob back on. I think it looks better. I'm gonna try to play around with what I can do for shift boots, and even thought about trying to extend the shifter somehow, but that'll be another time. For now, let's go test drive it and see what our changes are. All right, let's go for a drive. All right, later, Mike. Alright, so you guys can hear me. I'm not sure if you can or not, but I think I know for sure what it is now. It's less apparent, but I'm pretty sure it is the heat shielding that is right beside the shifter bracket that we used. We reused the automatic shift bracket, and it has kind of a little lip on it, and I can hear exactly where it's happening right now. And I know when we were putting the heat shielding back on, you have to kind of lift it up above that bracket, and the way it sits, I can definitely tell that's what's going on right now. Is it's hitting that little bracket. Definitely a wet Sunday morning today.
No weirdness on any shifting or anything like that. Transmission feedback is good. Shifter has a tiny bit of play in it just because all the bushings, but nothing drastic. And the pickup on the car is just, it's so much snappier, even with the sprint booster, how it was with the automatic, which helped a lot. This is just like on another level with the manual. It's just instant, no delay. Feels like my car got the Tesla mod. Instantaneous power. Still haven't had a chance to meet up with Dimitri to do all the coding. Hoping to do that sometime this week when I get time. I've just been super busy and trying to spend as much time as I can at home with my wife and son when I'm not working. So yeah, try to pick and choose my battles when I'm gone, when I'm working on the car, etc. Dad duties take priority over stuff like this. The best thing about manual cars is, I don't know, no, it's not the best thing. That's a terrible thing to say. But one of the great things is just coasting. I forgot how nice it is to just kind of like coast and not have to worry about putting any throttle inputs or anything like that. You just, right now, I'm just literally sitting at idle, using my brake. Not sure what this guy's doing in front of me. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Like, just coasting, using your brake. I have no idea what this person is doing in front of me. If you guys are not from Washington, for some reason, even though it rains all the time up here, when it rains after it hasn't for a little while, people tend to forget how to drive in the rain for some reason, or they think that it's like much scarier than it actually is. Don't really know why that is, to be honest, but it happens. It's a real thing in Washington. People drive really, really slow. I mean, kind of normally, but also when it rains after it hasn't for a little while. The first day, I understand, because the roads get really slick because of all of the dirt that's getting washed off after the first rain. But it's been raining for like 3 days now, so the roads are, I mean, grippy enough. Yeah, you got to be careful, but like, I don't know, whatever that person was doing right there was kind of ridiculous. See, when I get up freeway, I'll do a couple downshifts and we'll see how bad that rattle is, and see if it sounds the same as it was before, or less, or worse, or whatever it is. Kind of sucks that it's raining right now. It's kind of distracting my hearing, but here goes 5th to 4th. Yeah, that was fine. Didn't hear anything. Here goes 4th to 3rd. Yeah, that something. That was definitely the heat shield. And let's go 3rd to 2nd, right up here. Yeah, same thing. 100% now. That's the heat shield. It's hitting on that bracket. You can definitely tell that's what the sound is. It's coming right from the area. That's what a heat shield sounds like when it's rubbing up against something. It's obviously vibrating a lot faster when we're coming off of those speeds. Next time I can get underneath the car, I can just snip it out of the way and grind it smooth. All right, so that pretty much sums it up. 100% now. It's the heat shield that's closest to the back of the shifter bracket. I can hear it clearly. So next time I get under the car, I will fix that, trim it out of the way, or do whatever I have to do, bang it out of the way. The car's been solid besides that weird noise that we were hearing on the downshifts. Everything's working smooth. Clutch feels good, transmission feels good, shifting feels good. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep rocking with it, and I'll update as I go if I notice any weird stuff happening. But I'm happy with everything right now. Like, for all the changes that we made, for everything we did, to have everything kind of play out as smoothly as it has, pretty pleased. You know, like, you couldn't really ask for much more with all the things that we changed in that project. So yeah, one other thing I wanted to show you guys. This thing right here was plugged into the automatic shifter, and basically when you shift the automatic into park, this will compress. I can't do it with one hand, sorry. But that is literally a mechanical mechanism for the key to unlock, like to actually be able to come out. So let me see if I can position the camera and I'll show you guys. So you have to hold this, press it in. See if I can do this one-handed. So I gotta press it in like that, and then now I can release the key. So yeah, that's one thing that's different about, you know, having a manual versus the automatic. But I think once we code the car, that should either disable, or if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna try to lock it into place or remove it from the actual ignition. And yeah, then I don't have to worry about it. So that wraps up the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers and everybody that shared the project, shared the channel, hit me up on Instagram to congratulate me or say anything. Like, I just appreciate all the kind words. Not what I did it for, but like to see all the feedback and the commentary that's happened. That's what I did it for. I just want to share this as an open source, because people deserve to, you know, be able to like learn this stuff and not have to pay for a bunch of this. I'm not trying to make kits or make money off of this in any way. The YouTube is just for fun. Like, I'm not even trying to make money off YouTube or anything like that. So yeah, it's just for fun and being able to share it, share an experience and share something that other people can learn from, because you guys know I'm a teacher, so I enjoy that. I love learning myself, and I learned a lot on this project, and hopefully you guys were able to learn a ton as well from this whole kind of build series. But yeah, shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you guys for joining. See you guys soon in the next upcoming episodes and updates. Peace.